Hello, this is Dr. Samuel Kisseadoo speaking in Virginia. Founder and president of Fruitful Ministries International Incorporated is an evangelistic and teaching Christian ministry who work with churches, ministers, communities, homes, families, relationships, and schools and workplaces. Join us, okay? Call us on the numbers at the end of this presentation. Let's talk about affection. I have a classic definition of affection, and I tend to define it as a love or a liking, a kind of a love for someone or a liking. It implies that you cannot talk of affection without talking about love. Also means that our minds and emotions are seriously and strongly involved in the show of affection. It is terrible when you have a husband or wife who is not affectionate. Affection is not only for special lovers. Affection must be shown to anyone you love. Romance is the way you behave towards someone you love. But affection is a love or a liking expression of a kind. In other words, a behavior towards someone you like or love. I sometimes want to call affection as the icing on the cake of love. A person showing affection is also showing love. And I often regard affection as the practical expression and an extension of the love within your heart and your emotions and your mind for someone. The love within your heart for someone. Someone will say, how do I show affection to my spouse or to my fiancé? I'm mentioning some things here. Of course, if you're not married to the person, there are some that are off limits. And even if you want to do a form of it, you must do it being careful that you're not married. See, I go by biblical and godly principles. So if you want to show affection to a special husband, wife, or fiancé, or even in general, you can add your own to the list, but a few suggestions are: number one, affectionate name you use to call the person. I have one for my wife, and she has hers for me. Special name. Number two, special words that you speak. There are special words that you speak. You don't speak to anybody else. It could be a special affectionate nickname. Okay? Number three, a gentle way to hold or touch the person, and which area you hold or touch at a particular time. Number four, your smiles and your giggles. The way you giggle or smile on the phone or to the person or in the person's presence, it makes the person feel loved. That is one thing about affection. Affection makes the one feel loved and accepted by you and feel special to you. Number five, facial expressions that portray a delightful liking for the person. See, facial expression that portray a delightful liking for the person. Number six, sitting very close to the person. You want to sit close by in all the meetings, whether it is in church, whether it is in class, whether it's at the workplace, at the beach, at the park, anywhere you want to be sitting close. And the closeness invokes or portrays affection. Number seven, you pay much attention and intense focus. Pay much attention to the person and intense focus on the person. Just looking at the person. And the way you even roll your eyes, the way you're looking at the person. If you really admire somebody, affection also involves admiration. So the way you admire the person, the love in you makes you want to be looking at the person, look into their eyes, is a form of affection. Number eight, eye contact. And the manner in which your eyes roll more as you gaze into the person's eyes. You see? The way you gaze into the person's eyes and the way you roll your eyes, affection. Number 9, pressing or rubbing the body, typically the back, and then the sides of the person, plus the buttock if you're married. If you're not married, it's that place behind there. Don't send your hand there. This is a show of some kind of affection. Number 10, hugging is typical. And there are different ways of hugging. So the way you hug the person, okay, it's a show of affection. Number 11, rubbing of noses is a form of affection for real lovers. Number 12, sitting on the laps is a show of affection. A daddy can show affection to a child, okay? And a mom will do the same thing too. If the child is sitting on your laps, or you do it to your husband or to your wife, okay, sitting on the laps. But as I say, if you're not married, be very careful about some of these because they can trigger other things. Number 13, putting food or drink in the person's mouth directly is a show of affection. Very common for weddings, right? The husband will feed the wife will feed the husband to show their affection romantically. Number 14, covering the person in some way with your clothing, your blanket. I've known of cases where there's only one jacket, it is cold. Someone said they went out with the fiancé and there were mosquitoes, removed his jacket for the lady to put on to fight the mosquitoes, okay? Or covering the person with a blanket, or sitting together with the person with a blanket covering both of you, whatever it is. Number 15, putting your head or legs on the person and allowing the one to do so with you as well. It's a show of affection. Number 16, giving of flowers and special gifts. Giving of flowers and special gifts of any kind can mean affection. Number 17, offering of kisses. It can be kisses on the phone, in a video call, but typically in person. You see, it can be pecks, kisses anywhere, as a sign of affection for the person. Blown of kisses, okay? Some will go, mwah. It's a show of affection of a kind, okay? Number 18, the way you cuddle or kiss the person in bed if you're married. The way in which you cuddled the person or kiss the person in bed. I must explain that caution must be exercised in these affectionate actions, and the extent and intensity must be practiced and experienced exclusively by partners who are legally married if it is intense and if it goes far. Okay. Now let's talk about the importance of affection. Demonstration of affection produces a mutual effect. It makes us feel part of each other and has immense value in a romantic relationship or marriage. You see, what are the values of affection? Number 1, it makes your partner or receiver look and feel special. I look special and I feel special. If it is something you hold, when you held a hand to touch a particular place or whatever it is, if people saw it, they say, oh, they are so close. They love each other. If it is in private, it does the same thing. Number 2, it shows and deepens your love for each other. Affection promotes more love. Number 3, it promotes your acceptance for each other. You tend to accept each other more by the show of affection. Number 4, affection enables you to focus more on your partner as your number 1 lover. It makes you focus more. it takes your mind away from drifting to other people, for your partner to feel you are beginning to exercise some emotional and romantic unfaithfulness and the rest of them. Number 5, affection makes observers realize the high intensity of the love you have for each other. Show of affection. Things you will not do with anybody else. But be very careful to be holy and clean and pure in public. Some things, don't do them for observers to see. Okay? You know what I'm talking about. Don't be too explicit in certain areas. Okay? Number 6, affection promotes constant renewal of your love and your liking for each other. It makes it get renewed. Number 7, affection constitutes a form of deep communication in your romantic life that communicates practical love for your partner. Unspoken communication is demonstrated or shown or carried across by your show of affection. You communicate, you say something by your acts, by your look, by your speech, by your attitude. Okay, and the extent to which you did it. Number 8, affection builds confidence in your mate. When I know you really love me, you do things to me you will not just be doing to anybody anyhow, I feel very confident that I'm in your life and that there are many, many good things we are sharing together. You are my lover. You are my special person. You are my dad. You are my mom. I'm your child. Okay? You are my special child, special friend. Okay? So it builds confidence. If you're not affectionate in your marriage or relationship, you are lowering confidence. So you can't just buy people with simple gifts, that's all the time, without the touch, words, attitudes. Show affection. Number 9, it draws you close to each other. One of the things that will draw you close to each other in a relationship is the show of affection. You feel special. Okay? So there's someone who shows affection, you always want to be close to the person. Something draws you because it promotes love. And you feel special, you feel good, you feel part of the person's life, one way or another. Number 10, it promotes trust in the relationship. If you're able to show affection, trust builds more or intensifies trust. Trust you. That I'm safe in your hands. I'm safe by telling you my personal stuff, my secrets. And I'm safe by living with you, giving you my life, marrying you and sleeping with you on one bed. Okay? I feel safe. It gives security. Number 11, affection produces more satisfaction, more enthusiasm, and more joy in your partner. Joy is there, enthusiasm is there due to so many other factors. But when you show affection, the satisfaction is going to be more, enthusiasm more, and the joy is going to be more. Number 12, affection creates an atmosphere that is conducive for growth. And I keep on increasing, maturing, coming up in whatever I do. It promotes growth and maturity and happiness in the relationship. Okay, so if affection is not there, that icing on the cake, that will make the cake look so special and nice, is not there. See, cake is usually not something so wonderful in terms of looking at it, in terms of sight. Although you taste it, say, the cake is nice. It's the icing that makes a cake beautiful. And to me, the icing on the cake of love is affection. That extra thing you say and do. Number 13, affection helps to fan the flame of your sexual love in your marriage. If it is marriage, affection fans the flame of sexual love of making love between a husband and a wife. So if you're not affectionate and therefore unromantic, it dampens that enthusiasm for lovemaking. Number 14, affection enhances your desire and your ability to engage in foreplay and sexual activity in your marriage. You see, if you are not affectionate, you can't do serious foreplay, because I can't see how a foreplay can go on before a stronger or deeper lovemaking without expression of affection. You see, there has to be affectionate moves and words and attitude, okay? So be affectionate. Number 15, which is the last one I have here. Affection cures boredom. Oh, you're bored. It will help to a large extent, in addition to other things, to eliminate boredom and makes your relationship more desirable and exciting. Your relationship becomes more desirable. I want to be in it. I want to marry. Continue marrying. It's exciting to be with you. Exciting to be in this relationship. There's not only romantic relationships, but general relationships with people. Showing of affection, even as a teacher to students, but being careful, be careful. As students to teacher, you see, the way you smile, the way you come close. I'm not talking of things being sexy. Be careful about that. Sex is sex, love is love, affection is affection. Being romantic, attitude towards the lover. You see, sometimes I may want to put affection on the attitude towards the lover. So romantic moves, romantic attitude, showing affection. Because affection is that demonstration of a liking and love. You see, under romance. Okay. So be romantic in your relationship, and especially begin in your courtship without allowing yourself to be polluted. Do it clean and pure before God for Him to bless you and put you together. Bless your marriage. Okay? Everything is sanctified by the word of God and prayer. In 1 Timothy chapter 4 and verse 5. Let the minister of the gospel, someone qualified, put you together with the word and prayer and bless it with vows. You see, vows are used for covenant, and marriage is a covenant relationship. But in general, be someone who is affectionate and romantic and loving. Romance is attitude towards the lover, and God is romantic. My children, I love you, for God so loved the world. He gave His only Son, okay? It's romantic talk, okay? So understand these. You're not just to be sexy, but you are to be romantic. Let your sexual activity promote show of genuine and serious love towards the one you are doing with. But if outside the bed, outside the activity, you yell and shout uncaring or apathetic, lazy, selfish, mean, poor communicator, I don't know where you went. When I ask you, get angry. It's not sharing money and resources equally, and not being nice, sympathetic and empathetic. Put yourself in my shoes. Saying sorry when you have offended. Resolving issues. Talk it to the bottom. Decide to stop doing what offends me, and I'll do the same for you. And doing a lot of things together, from shopping together, cleaning together, lying and relaxing together, watching things together, eating together, sleeping together in the same bed, okay, as lovers who have married, you see. So all these things are very necessary to make affection what it's supposed to be. God bless you. This is Dr. Samuel Kisseadoo speaking in Virginia. Please call me on 1917-741-0643. 1917-741-0643. In Ghana, West Africa, call 020-812-6533. Ghana code is 233. So 233-20-812-6533. The email is kisseadoo@msn.com. Put my name, Dr. Samuel Kisseadoo, Kisseadoo, into Barnes and Nobles, as well as Amazon.com, especially Amazon.com. See some of my books. Go to challenge bookstores in Ghana, okay? Or call the numbers I've given. I will let you have some of the books. You need counseling, to free counseling and prayer, okay? Plus programs. Call us. I have a broadcast on Joy 99.7 FM in Accra, Ghana. Saturday mornings, Ghana time, 5:30 a.m. to 6 a.m. So do the conversion and put in the internet myjoyonline.com, myjoyonline.com, and go to live radio. You can listen every Saturday morning, 5:30 a.m. to 6 a.m. Ghana time. May God bless you. May God strengthen you. May God keep you. We also have seminars for the public. If you call the numbers, tell us where you are. We'll direct you to any of the seminars. God bless you.